As a skinny ginger who likes ginger, today's Japanese slang term is a great one. This term was meant for me. This is my hole. Because the garizoku is a term to refer to either people who are really skinny or people who like to eat ginger. And not redheads at all, but why not? We'll just add them in. So the zoku here at the end of garizoku refers to family. Nowadays, we probably call it the gari kaiwai, but zoku was used previously, especially to refer to various kind of delinquencies in the history of Japan. As it changed though, it did just become kind of a group setting. There's nothing delinquent about liking ginger or being skinny. Yet, thankfully. But nevertheless, garizoku is used to refer to these two things. If you go online though and search for garizoku, you'll probably actually find pretty much every website I could find defining it specifically as the people that like ginger. Or pickled ginger, I guess, right? The stuff that you get with your sushi. But here's the thing. That might be a mass delusion. Because I went online onto like Twitter and other Japanese websites and I looked for garizoku and tried to find a picture of it with somebody enjoying ginger or use of garizoku next to a word like shouga or even sushi, and it was really hard. Indeed, if we bring back that dictionary picture, in the definition here, it claims that members of the garizoku actually go to a ginger museum in the city of Iwashita in Tochigi Prefecture, and this museum does exist. It's probably pretty fun to go to, but Twitter has 0 hits for garizoku and Tochigi or garizoku and Iwashita, and Google has just 4 hits for garizoku and Tochigi, which to me reads as not like an actual thing that's happening. But I didn't give up because Twitter does have 1 hit for garizoku and museum, which is of course a museum, and it's a very interesting hit because if we look at it, you can see that it's a link to a spin-off of the Nikkei newspaper, so a pretty major one, which is talking about how the garizoku, as in the ginger family, absolutely do exist, and they like to go to the ginger museum. I couldn't find the actual article, but it was real, and the museum itself shouted out the article. So what we have here is something that we've seen in other videos I made, like the one on sanakatsu or kamikatsu, in that a term is picked up and put into mainstream press, despite that it's actually not seeing that much authentic kind of natural use. Indeed, there's only 1 hit on Twitter ever that I can find, assuming we can trust their search function, which we can't, but still only 1 using garizoku and shouga together in the same tweet. And while I was able to find some other members of this garizoku, it was quite hard. Like searching garizoku and sushi together did produce 2 hits, and they are relevant hits, but it's just 2. But that's not 0. And the reason it's hard to find members of the ginger garizoku without adding other search terms to the search itself is that there's this word in Japanese, gari-gari, which is the onomatopoeia for being really skinny. Emaciated, kind of skin and bones. Look at me, I'm gari-gariing right now. Can you hear it? Can you hear the sound of me gari-gariing? Well, it's what's happening. And so garizoku is also used and quite extensively used to mean skinny people. For instance, this person here asserts that they aren't eating anything, much less ginger, and therefore getting skinny, to which somebody tells them that they're in the garizoku. Or this person here who describes themselves and the garizoku as mysterious creatures who don't gain weight when they eat, but also don't lose weight when they diet. And the earliest uses of garizoku for any meaning I can find go back to 2010, and while context is always a bit unclear, they make a lot more sense as being skinny than being gingery. For instance, the first person says that somebody only looks like they are a member of the garizoku, which I'm not sure what a pickled ginger eater looks like. Makes more sense that somebody looks skinny. The second person notes that they want to return to being garizoku, which seems like a diet issue, rather than somebody who is somehow now unable to eat pickled ginger. And the last person talks about how their school uniform, their seifuku, looked like a gag on them, which I think is because they were skin and bones rather than because they were eating a lot of ginger. So while garizoku has made it into mainstream dictionaries because of this article, if we were actually to look at real use of garizoku on the internet, etc., and base our definitions off that, we would put definition 1, which is usually absent from these dictionaries, as the skinny people group, and we would put the definition of pickled ginger enjoyer group at number 2 if we even mentioned it at all. And there you go. A ginger has gingerly explained the ginger group.